Alright guys, I've talked about my 72 to 60 pin adapter. This is an adapter, of course, to play Famicom games on an NES, and I'm going to show you how that works. Basically, as far as I understand it, there's a 10 NES chip, or at least the chip that would normally be inside an NES game and matches up with the 10 NES chip. That's in here. So that's how this is able to work on an NES when a Famicom doesn't have the NES 10 chip in it. So here's my one and only Famicom game. It's a Sight Bike. You can see that, of course, works on the Famicom. But here I've got a couple of NES systems. I brought them both out just to show that this will, or at least I hope it will, work on both. Should work on both. And so we'll take the RF adapter and we'll plug that in here. And we should be on there. Now I gotta change the channel to hopefully channel 3. And then we'll put this in. Now you can see it's got the notches in it, just like an NES game. So it's only going to go in here one way, right? You can't put this in wrong, just like a Nintendo cartridge. It's no different than the bottom half of a Nintendo cartridge. Okay? So that goes in like so. Now here's where you got to be careful, because you could put this on either way. Okay? But it goes on like this. Not sure what would happen if you got it backwards. I'm not sure if it would damage something. You could send the wrong voltage through one of the pins. It could, in theory, damage something. And since I'm not sure, I'm certainly not going to try it. So I just happen to know that that's how it goes on. Okay, so we'll try this. There you go. That works. And so now what we'll do is move the RF and the power over to the NES. You can use the same AC adapter and RF adapter on these two NES systems. Of course, you have to use a different actually you may be able to use the same power adapter on a Famicom. Not sure, so once again I'm not going to try it right now. Now getting this out, I was going to say might be hard. That came out alright. Now here's where they have this little felt strap. And make sure that you leave that outside of the Nintendo so you can pull this out when you need to. Alright? That's going to push in a little further than a normal Nintendo game would. So you're going to have to push it down. And there you go. Didn't quite work that time. 100%. And try that again. Reseat that on there. There we go. So there you go. You can play Famicom games on basically any NES system that you have. It doesn't matter if it's a Yobo clone or an original or an NES2 top loader. This little adapter here will let you play any Japanese Famicom game on your NES. And like I said, I believe there's a chip in here to line up with the 10 NES chip on this original NES. And then other than that, it's just adapting the 60 pins to the 72 pins where they need to go, and then putting that the chip for the 10 NES in there. Of course, you don't need that on this one, so they could probably, in theory, make the adapter a little bit cheaper if it was only for like a clone Yobo or this top loader that doesn't have the 10 NES chip in it. They wouldn't even have to put a chip in here. You know, it would just be adapting the pins is all it would be doing. Of course, that's not hooked up now. But anyways, there you go. That's that shows you that. I just wanted to show you that, you know, it worked on either style of NES. And definitely a handy little tool.